Hello, I'm Fite with today's thought. Today's thought is competing against yourself. When people go to look for competition, they seem to think that someone else provides stiff competition. But instead of looking outward for competition, you might as well look at the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror. When we talk about competing against yourself, it's simply that. Being able to compete against you. Who else is better to give you a good and decent competition or challenge than yourself? Challenge yourself to a game or some type of event. It does sound a little crazy to play against yourself in a game like Scrabble, but when you find that you play it against yourself, you'll see that the game that you play, even though you may know every move that's going to be made, you'll find it to be competitive. And what you'll find on the inside with that competitive spirit is that you want to win, but you also don't want to lose. And that type of spirit from within shows on the outside, and people get to see not only how balanced you are when you actually compete against yourself, but they also see that competitive fire and spirit because you want to win, but you also don't want to lose. The key to this principle is your willingness. Are you willing to compete against yourself? That's for you to decide. When we talk about competing against yourself, it does sound a little bit outside the box. It does sound a little crazy. But in reality, who else is going to give you better competition than yourself? Who else knows you better than yourself? Who else can tell you what you're going to do and know what you're going to do before you do it? Yourself. So when you add all that up, and let's say you do play a game like Scrabble, you may feel that you know what every move you're going to make, which is true. But the challenge in playing a game like Scrabble is that you experience two things: winning and losing. And when you experience that at the same time, you develop this competitive and fiery spirit from within because you don't want to lose. So you want to compete even harder to try to be the winner. And you'll find that the margin of victory between winning and losing against yourself is very small. Now when you take all that and you build it up, on the outside, when people are looking at you, they see that competitive spirit, that fire, because you want to win every single time you go out and do something. And you don't want to lose. When it comes down to people trying to challenge you, you look back at the games that you play against yourself and say, you know what? No one else can touch me. No one else can hang on my level. No one else can even match what I do. Why? Because I challenge myself each and every time. And you want people to see that. Remember, when you compete against yourself, you are only trying to make yourself better. Even though there will be a winner and a loser, that spirit from within is what people get the experience to see on the outside. And when you add it up, there's no better person to challenge you than yourself. I'm Fite with today's thought. And remember, a thought can take you in many different directions, but it's you that determines that direction. Have a good day.